Hi lovelies, welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff a little bit of money for my son's senior year, and we're going to stuff our money for our upcoming summer camp trip that's taking us out to Texas. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It's about cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, how we stash our money, where we stash our money, why we stash our money. It is also a little bit about our investing journey. If any of that is of interest to you and you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you would take a second, hit subscribe down below. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Everyone, I'd really love if you'd smash that thumbs up button for me. All right, so this year, my child decided he would like to go to a summer camp out in Texas. He does ROTC, and he is part of the orienteering team. It's a fancy way to say land navigation, where they run from point to point to point to point. That trip is a wee bit expensive, so we started saving for this a couple months back and are getting close to going on the trip, but also close to fully funding all of the categories that we had. There are some that we've already had to make payments out of, so it's kind of changed up a little bit as what's going into what envelope, but at the same time still trying to reach that goal. So lodging is one of those that we've had to already actually go ahead and pay some out. We had to pay for the week my honey and I will be staying in a cabin close to where our child is going to be camping. So the goal had been $2,000, but I had to pay $1,150, so now we're trying to get up to $850. Right, we'll set that there. Clothes, we did spend some money. We spent $370. I originally had this budgeted at $750. I think after what I have already spent, I realized this got a lot more expensive, so we'll need $1,000, so we're hoping for $630. Food, we'd like to save $1,000. Gas, we'd like to have $600. Lottery, we'd like to have $500. Blow money, $400. Souvenirs, $250. Miscellaneous, $200. Laundry, one of those things you don't think about, but on the last trip he went on, all of a sudden I realized I had to pay for laundry. And if actually, when I called the place we're staying for a week, they don't have laundering services available either, so we'll have to go somewhere. So I'm really glad that we did that. And then we actually have already saved and paid for the $300 for his actual camp fee, so that one's just going to set to the side. We don't need it. Let's see how much we have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 600, 2, 4, 6, 8, 700, 2, 4, 6, 70, 80, 90, $800. Go us. It was really cool that 200 of this is actually credit card cash back money, so it's really nice to be able to have that. All right, let's see. I know that I want these two to get 100. I want both of them to get 50. And then everybody else, let's see what we've got. So we'll give you 100, you 100, 50. We'll give you 40, 40. That's already at 60, so we'll just give you 10. And then let's go fill everybody else in. All right. Put some money here, 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 and here. All right, let's see what we have. All right. So 60. Plus 10 gives me 70. This should be my miscellaneous envelope. And we've got 70 in here. Score. Or no, that's my laundry envelope. Sorry. We're going to put 40 into this one, which gives me 140. Very nice. Creeping up quickly on that $200. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140. Right, another 40, which brings us up to 160. 1, 2, 4, 6. Very nice. We're going to put 60 into here. So 230. 5, 10, 15, 17, 19, 19, 21, 22, 23. What was the goal on that one? 400 score. We're going to put 60 into here. There was 20. Brings us up to 80. 50, 60, 70, 80. When my husband decided he was coming with us, I knew that I needed to add an extra envelope for lottery. All right, 120. That takes me up to 390. Score, we are over halfway to the 600 goal. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90. All right, 150, 70, 80. It's going to get added here. 0, 14, 4, 5, 6. Score, we are over halfway here. I think this is food. All right, so what I said, 640, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 57, 59, 61, 63, 64. Love, 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 love it. And then 190 comes into close. So after we paid the 370 for what we've already bought, the new goal now is to get to 630. So 0, 14 to 340. Hopefully it's in here, and we'll be spending some more of this really soon. We need to go get a couple of things. 10, 20, 25, 30, 32, 34. And then the one that I feel like I'm starting all over again is lodging. The goal now is to get to 850 so that we have money to be able to stay on a couple of nights out there, because we're driving about 16 hours and then 16 hours home. So we'll need a hotel room somewhere along the way, at least one out and at least one back. So that brings us up to 110. All right, so that is everything for his summer camp trip. Love it. Set it all to the side. Now let's grab out his senior binder. So this binder houses both what's happening this year, things we need money for this year, as well as graduation. So this is all senior year stuff. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not a lot. That's because right now this is the priority. Once we have gone on the trip and everything has been paid for, then all of that money, extra money, will come towards his senior year, because we're trying to knock everything out for his senior year. He becomes a senior in about 3 weeks. All right, so everybody gets $1. Let's see what's in here real quick. I don't update my sheet until I have another 5, so we're only at 23. So we won't be updating anything here. All right. And that means that all of these will have 23 until we get to the last one we are working on filling. Just some things that we are in the process of saving for. Some of this will get spent sooner than later, but wanted to make sure we had it. Oh, and I'm gonna grouse for a minute. We finally got information regarding senior pictures and sitting fees, and holy crap. Did you know there were sitting fees? I don't remember sitting fees when my other children went through. There might have been, but I don't remember them. So they have, basically the cheapest one is like $80, and that's just to get your freaking pictures taken. Oh, speaking of that, I seem to have run out of money. So senior pictures isn't going to get any money. But out of the $363 that I have saved so far, 80 of it is going towards a sitting fee. Like, I don't get any pictures out of that. Ugh, whatever. I'm mad about senior pictures, and we haven't even bought any yet. What is my budget for this? I think the goal was to save 500. Yeah, my goal was to save 500. I don't even know if that's going to cover pictures. Who knows? Who knows? All right, sorry. I didn't mean to gripe like that, but it just burns my hiney that just the sitting fee is 80 bucks. All right, if you have any questions or just want to say hey, I'd love if you drop it in chat, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.